Welcome to World of Marketing Podcast, a Foster Web Marketing production. Here's your host, Tom Foster.
Hey, everybody, it's Tom Foster on the World of Marketing. And today I have got none other than the great Dr. Andrew Schneider, Houston, Texas, that has been, how long, Andy, have you been with me? 15 years?
15 years.
15 years. And who started out, with a doo-doo website and has achieved greatness. It gets more, it's 25,000 last I checked. I think it was 30,000 last I checked, users a month going to his website. But not only is Andrew a great doctor, and anybody that's a podiatrist knows Andrew Schneider, but and knows he's a great doctor, great businessman, but he's also a fantastic marketer. And one of the things that he's done so well on his own, getting bits and pieces from the universe, he's built his own YouTube channel, which has driven tons of patients to him from all over the world, right, Andy?
All over the world. Yep.
So today this podcast is going to be how he does it. And I asked him if he would share, and he said he would. And so I'm so thankful that this is do it yourself, become a YouTube success, the way that Andrew Schneider did it. And let me just give some background here, because Andrew Schneider is not exactly like didn't go to acting school, didn't, right?
That's right.
It's
brutally noticeable on my videos, but they work anyway.
Right, and you're introverted like I am. People don't believe it when we say that. It's hard to do these videos. It's hard, but that doesn't stop you from doing them. That doesn't stop you from setting up this whole situation, because it brings you the kinds of patients that you want. It brings you the kind of people that you want by being yourself, right? So people got to get over that. First things first, got to get over, I'm afraid to do video, because you can do it. And Andy's about to give us a clinic on how he does it. And what is your YouTube channel again, Andy?
It's youtube.com/HoustonFootDoc.
Okay, Houston Foot Doc.
Yeah.
So if you just do that search, you'll find him. His website is TanglewoodFootSpecialist.com.
It is.
And you can get to his YouTube channel from his website too. But anyway, Andy's going to show us how he does it. So Andy, are you going to share your screen, bud?
Share my screen.
Okay. And I'm going to be quiet and let the man educate us on how he does DIY, do it yourself video and upload it to YouTube, the whole shebang. Okay, Andy, take it away.
All right. So, Tom is absolutely right. With the first step of shooting your own video is actually shooting your own video. I don't care if that's a forward-facing camera on your iPhone, or if you have a really good camera, that you set up on a tripod or if you have your own studio in your office. The key is I've seen so many people who set up all this fancy equipment and they never step in front of the camera, and it's all worthless unless you step in front of the camera. So really that's always the first step. So the question, of course, always is why video? Then we have so many marketing channels. Why would we be bothered with video? Well, YouTube is the second most visited website, and it's a search engine. It's owned by Google. And between Google and YouTube, they have the search engine market essentially cornered. There are 2.5 billion users on YouTube. 82% of U.S. adults use YouTube. My kids sit in front of the TV with their phone with YouTube on their lap. So they're playing video games on the TV and then YouTube on their phone. Every day people watch 1 billion hours of video content on YouTube. And when it comes to businesses, 62% of businesses use YouTube, and most people use YouTube on mobile devices. But here's an amazing statistic. 500 hours of video are uploaded to YouTube every minute.
Wow.
So you think about what goes into, a television show and how long it takes to do that. And meanwhile, people are uploading videos nonstop to YouTube. 500 hours per minute. That's just an astounding amount.
I agree, man. Those are good stats.
Your audience is there. That's the thing is you don't need to capture 100% of YouTube users. You don't need to capture 1% of YouTube users. If there are 2.5 billion users on YouTube, you need your not even a piece of the pie.
You just need a few of them.
A crumb of the pie is what you're looking for.
Yeah.
So, I'm a podiatrist, so I talk to doctors about video marketing. And I can't tell you how many patients come in and I'll walk in and they say, you look just like you do on your videos. Or they come because of the video, or they realize I'm in Houston because of the video and they come to see me. And in some cases, like Tom said, people travel to come and bypass many, 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 many other doctors on their way because, and for the sole reason that I create videos. It's a way to stand out in that competitive market, and it's a way
become the authority. It makes you the authority.
Well, like any talking head, Tom, you watch the news and, Walter Cronkite was the most trusted man in America. Why?
Right.
Well, he didn't read the news, but he did it in a way that was authentic and people trusted him. So when it comes to do-it-yourself versus professional videography, I think there's a place for both. I know there's a place for both. I don't record, when I record my videos, and I put up a video every week, every Thursday, a video goes up onto YouTube and my website. It's but if I had a professional videographer do all these videos, it would cost way too much. So I figured out my method of doing that.
He asked me how much it would cost for me to do it, and then he was like, "I think I'm going to build this myself."
But
well, actually, you've flown in and shot videos before in my group.
I have. I've done that. I've done it at conferences. They're all my marquee videos. So on my main website pages, on my heel pain page, on my Achilles tendonitis page, on my plantar war page, I have professionally shot marquee videos shot by Foster Web Marketing in their studio or a studio they've set up close to where I am. Listen, there's definitely something to be said for marquee videos, and I think on your main website page it's important, but there's also something to be said for the authenticity of a do-it-yourself video.
100%.
There's my main focus is that the sound's good, but the video can be a little off. The editing might not be perfect, but it's what does Dan Kennedy say? Good is good enough, and that's what we're looking for with DIY videos. And the other thing is you're flexible. You can adapt. You can adapt how much you're posting, how often you're posting, how long your videos are, where you're posting. During the pandemic, I actually recorded some videos outside using. I decided rather than set up my lights, I'll use natural light. It's a bad idea, but I had that flexibility because I could do it wherever. So the first thing I want to do is research your audience, and most of you know who your audience is because they're the people who they come in. But think about your target audience. Think about who you want to see. We all have patients who they come in or conditions that people come in with or clients that they have that you don't want to see that type of, not only person, but that type of condition or that particular problem. So I don't market to little old ladies who need their toenails cut because they can't reach them. The little old ladies find me anyway, but I don't market to them. I only market to my target audience for conditions and procedures that I want to see in the office.
See, let's just stop there for a minute because I want to tie that back because that's very, very important. Is that these videos that he's doing are focused on the kind of patients that he wants to get and get more of and refer to him. And so he's disciplined in the context of what you're sending out, right? That's it. I mean, like, and don't be distracted by being all things to all people. Focus on what you want. Don't be like, I got to be a podiatrist and do everything, or I've got to be a lawyer and do everything for everybody. You want to be very focused in terms of what video content you're putting out there.
Absolutely. And, the types of videos you can do, or you can do educational, testimonial, you can demonstrate procedures, you can just do FAQs. Really the sky's the limit. But you understand what your patients want to see. Every so often I'll have a patient say, I was looking to see if you had a video on something and I didn't see you had one. And I'll either direct them to that video knowing that I have it, or I'll put it on my list to record. I have a Trello board that I keep on my computer, on my phone. Trello, it's everywhere. And if I have an idea for a video, I just take 2 seconds, go to my Trello board, and I pop it up there. And this way, when I'm deciding what videos I'm going to record for the following month, I can pull it on over and set everything up. My ideas are already there.
Wow.
So you also want to understand your audience, who you want to view your videos and who actually is viewing your videos. And once you start on YouTube, who's actually viewing your videos becomes very easy, because they have pretty good analytics to be able to show you who's viewing your videos. But who you want to view your videos, you don't want to leave that to chance either. You want to create a patient avatar, or a customer or client avatar for the attorneys. It's a detailed and semi-fictional representation of an ideal patient. This concept is used in marketing to better understand the targets people want. So it's basically the demographics and psychographics of your perfect patient. If I had wanted 25 of the same person to walk through my door, I would want 25 Samanthas, because that's my avatar's name is Samantha. So I would want 25 Samanthas. Sometimes Samantha would be a little older, sometimes a little younger, sometimes male, sometimes female, sometimes a kid. But generally, it's going to be someone related to Samantha, Samantha's husband, Samantha's kids, Samantha's parents. And to do that, you're going to look at it, you really write it out. I actually have a document where I have written out everything about Samantha: demographics, psychographics, health concerns, barriers and pain points, goals and values, information-seeking behavior, decision-making process, communication preference. I even have on there what blogs they list, what blogs they read, what their favorite movies are. And I can't be wrong, because this is someone I'm making up. But it's giving a full idea of that particular person. So if I'm talking about kids, I'm going to talk about in terms of Samantha's kids. If I'm talking to, if I'm going to be talking about a diabetic foot ulcer, for instance, in my practice, I'm going to probably gear it towards her parents, because she herself likely doesn't have one because she's reasonably young and healthy, but her parents could have this issue. So when I title things, I'll title things with Samantha in mind. And then so from who's actually viewing your videos, again, like I said, this is taken from my YouTube analytics. So it's 60-40 male versus female, which I was a little surprised about, but that's
me too.
Pretty close. I thought it'd be more female. And then look who at the demographic is, between the majority is between 45 and 65 plus. So that's important, because if I'm going to ever make any sort of pop culture reference in my videos, I'm not going to talk about Taylor Swift, most likely.
Nope.
I'm going to talk about, I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. I'll talk about, I'm watching Homeland now, so I'll say Mandy Patinkin, Claire Danes, people who that demographic are going to know. Whoever the late night talk show, Jimmy Fallon, I might throw in, because that demographic watches the late night comedy shows.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
So this is interesting because this is the result of your efforts, right?
Correct.
This is so everybody. What he's showing right here is who's viewing the videos. This is a YouTube report that says, okay, look, we got 40% viewing that are female, 60% that are male, and that which both of us were surprised by that because you have been marketing to Samantha,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Because your avatar client is Samantha. Okay, Samantha is how old?
Samantha's 45.
45. And
Got
so,
two kids. She's an attorney.
right? And so she has two kids. So I guess what I'm saying is like, we need to make some adjustments. That's how I look at this.
Yeah,
Because you're attracting 65 plus,
right.
more than, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. No,
It's a great thing to know because now you're like, okay, well, what am I doing here? Why am I attracting those people when I want to be attracting the 45-year-olds? How can I adjust my videos?
right. So what's interesting is I use the same avatar for all my marketing. So my email marketing and everything, and I can tell you my email marketing, I don't have the same analytics, but I can tell you that it's about 75-25 female to male.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah.
That open the
My
email?
email marketing is more women open my emails and read my emails than men do.
Fascinating.
So I kind of keep the same avatar the whole way through. But yeah, I can certainly tweak my avatar for YouTube. I can take this information. There's other information that you get. It tells you your top videos. This is over the last 28 days, 72.8 thousand views on what's causing your swollen feet and ankles. Another one
That's
about
fantastic.
So what this tells me is two things. Number one is what's resonating with people. So I should create more videos about foot swelling. I should create more videos about peripheral neuropathy, as long as I want to see them. More videos about gout.
And I would say more focused on female, on Samantha. Like, try, you know what I'm saying? Like, instead of just being like you or whatever, she, her, start using.
Right. So you also want to find out what people want to watch, and this is pretty easy because you're just going to you can use any keyword research tool, but for me, I like to use the YouTube search. And so if I'm putting in heel pain, it's going to drop down the autofill of what people are looking for, what people are searching for. So people are searching for heel pain treatment, relief exercises, treatment at home, causes, exercises, massage relief after running, plantar fasciitis, KT stretching. I just actually, one of my videos going up in March that I just recorded this week, I have how to tape your foot at home for heel pain. So, and I got that from this sort of of research.
Yeah.
For plantar wart, same sort of thing. Plantar wart removal, duct tape. I recorded a video either January, I think I posted in February about plantar wart removal with duct tape. And true to form, it's getting a good amount of hits and a good amount of views. And the reason is because I knew people were looking for it because it came up in this sort of a search. So then the question comes, script or no script? So I started my video journey way before I started with my current structure. So I used to make videos that were about 2 minutes long and stream of consciousness. I had an idea in my mind and I just turned the camera on and I talked about it for 2 minutes and I posted it. And I got very little traction on YouTube during it. My current videos are 6 to 8 minutes long of structured information. And that's when I made that change and I started scripting my videos. That's when my video really started to take off, when I had longer videos with more information. I think that the YouTube algorithm, unless you're creating a short, which is less than a minute, and tag it as a short, YouTube is looking for a longer video, not an hour-long video, but I think the
6 to 8 minutes.
6 to 8 minutes is perfect. So when you're writing a script, you want to remember that the script's your foundation of your video. It helps you maintain your focus on your main message, and your first impressions matter. The quality of your content is going to make or break the viewer's trust. So the way I start my videos is I usually start off with a hook of some sort of sentence or two about the condition I'm talking about. Then I give a 1-sentence introduction to myself. I'll continue my thought on the hook, and then I'll say, in today's video, I'm going to discuss and what people are going to understand. And that's all the first 30 seconds of my video. So if someone just is fishing around and watching my video, they're going to know what they're watching, who they're watching, and what they're going to see if they keep watching. Then I continue with my first call to action. I used to just put in a call to action, Tom, at the end of my video. And then when you look at your video analytics and you see where people drop off, at a minute, people are still on the video. So I made sure in that first minute that I have a call to action. And my call to action is, please comment, like, and share this video. If it relates to one of my lead magnet ebooks that I have on my website, I'll give the URL for the lead magnet. And that's my call to action. My final call to action at the end is also to schedule an appointment. You want to know what you're trying to do. You want to make sure that you're setting goals of your video. If you're explaining a medical procedure, if you're giving health advice, make sure you're following through on the promise you set in your title and what you set up in that first 30 seconds. You want to make sure the rest of the video follows through on those promises. You don't want empty promises, and then people are just going to give you a thumbs down or give you a bad comment. And your call to action, you decide what action you want your people to take. And again, make sure you have your call to action in the first minute of the video and again at the end of the video. Know your audience. You want to speak their language. You want to avoid medical or legal jargon. If you need to use a technical term, then explain it really well. Address patient concerns. Think about the frequently asked questions that you get in your office, and have them and address them in the video, in your video. Excuse me. When you write, you want to stay concise. Keep your message direct and to the point. Use an active voice rather than a passive voice for more engaging content. And make sure you read your script out loud. And I can't emphasize this enough. Some sentences that you write might look good on paper, but when you say them, it's either awkward or it's a tongue twister. And I can't tell you how it still happens. Even though I read it out loud at home, it's still frustrating when I'm in front of the camera and I have to stop it because I'm stumbling over my words because I didn't craft my words as well as I could. So if you read your
pro
script
tip
aloud,
right there, everybody. That's a pro tip.
Yeah, if you read your script out loud, you're going to catch 90% of the things that are going to slow you down. And
Plus, it times it out right. You can time it out that way. Yeah.
I record my videos. I record each month's videos all together. So I record 4 or 5 videos. And I'm telling you, when I reach it only takes me maybe 2 hours to do that. Probably usually even less than that. And but by the end of the time, I don't have much patience to redo my script. I just want to finish recording and be done with it. And so practicing out loud, it's going to take 6 to 8 minutes because that's how long your video is going to be. But it's well worth the time just to catch some of those problems. So when it comes to equipment, you need a camera, microphone, lighting, your backdrop or green screen, the teleprompter, tripods. We'll go through each one. So from a camera standpoint, a lot of people use their smartphone. And the current smartphones, I use an iPhone, and I honestly record my videos on my iPhone. I think I'm going to stop doing that. I think I'm going to actually invest in the camera now because I'm having Apple's made some changes with how it exports videos, and I'm not getting the best quality. But the Pros is accessible and it's affordable. You already have one. I can't imagine anyone's watching this podcast or listening to this podcast and doesn't have a smartphone. Most smartphones offer high definition or even 4K. They're portable, easy to set up. The cons are limited lens options. They may lack the manual settings for more advanced videography, and the audio quality will be subpar, not maybe subpar, will be subpar without an external microphone. I think even a regular camera, you need an external microphone. You can switch to a digital camera. It's versatile with its interchangeable lenses. It's good in low light situations. And you have manual controls that offer more flexibility. Of course, it's more expensive than a smartphone. You require knowledge about settings like ISO, shutter speed, and aperture. And they're heavier and require more setup. Again, I use my smartphone. For a microphone, this is to me is the most important thing. I use a wireless microphone now. I was using a wired microphone, but I found a wireless that I liked that had good sound quality. A good microphone doesn't mean you're spending a lot of money on it. The microphones, I think these microphones are $30, $35.
Yeah.
But they're small clip-on microphones that are good for a single person, and they're wired or wireless. This particular one comes with 2 microphones. There's a charging case, and you plug a piece into your phone, and the others you just hook onto yourself. Really easy. Lighting is also essential. Now, I'll be honest with you. I have lights, and I'm not good at setting them up. Somehow I always end up with shadows. Maybe I don't have enough light. So you can use natural light. It's free. The sun is free. I don't think they started charging for sunlight yet. And it provides a soft, flattering look. It's best during the golden hours of sunrise or sunset. If you're going to use natural light outside, make sure there are no shadows around you. I recorded outside and there were trees and there's a big shadow across me. And what were the comments I got on those videos? Nothing about my content. The comments in the videos were, there was a shadow on your face. You should re-record the video. So softbox lights are another way to light. There's a diffused light that's flattering for direct-to-camera pieces. Ring lights I used to use. They're popular for vlogging and provide even lighting on the subject's face. If you wear glasses like I do, I had a ring light where it was the light and my camera sat in the middle of the light. The problem is you could see the lights in my glasses.
Yeah, I see that for people that have ring lights.
Yeah, you see it all the time now.
Yeah,
I use LED panels. They're versatile, they're adjustable, they're not hot, which I love, and you can use them to light larger areas. They're really bright. They usually have variable.
They're adjustable, so you can make it warmer or colder light.
Exactly.
Depending. Yeah.
Yeah, and
that's what I use.
Yeah, that's what I've switched.
That's what the pros use too, Andrew.
Super easy to set up. They use the LEDs. These are the LEDs that I use.
Those are mine. That's what I use.
Yeah, they're great.
And newer. Yep.
They set up and take down. It's so easy to set them up. So easy to take them down. And
plus, you can charge them up. They have batteries.
Yep. I have a battery pack for one. I plug one in by an outlet. There's always by an outlet. The other one I have battery packs for.
Yeah.
Just don't forget to charge your. That's the other thing is before you're recording, don't forget to charge everything. Don't forget to charge your lights, your batteries. Don't forget to charge your microphone.
You only have 2?
I only have 2 lights.
That's why you're getting shadows.
All right.
On the green screen. You need 2 more.
Okay, I'll get 2 more.
Because you need lights on you, and then you need lights behind you or over here to white out your shadow. Yeah.
Okay. I will do that.
That's another pro tip.
I needed that one.
Learned from Jim Foley here.
Backdrop. This way you'll have a consistent look to your videos. It's easier to edit if you don't know how to use a green screen, which I don't know how to use a green screen. But then again, I don't in my videos anymore. I used to edit my videos. So I had this backdrop with with my logo on it. I still have it. It served me well. It was good until my editor said to me, "Can you get a green screen?" And so I got a green screen, which I just got on Amazon. It allows more versatility. Most editing software makes it easy. I wouldn't know that because I don't edit my videos. I have an editor in the Philippines who does that for me. Teleprompters, I think for longer videos, you're not going to make an 6 to 8 minute stream of consciousness video. You're going to need a teleprompter. It's crucial for longer videos. I set it up on my iPad, and I set my iPad up. There are ways they have these apparatuses where you can put your iPad underneath, and there's a mirror, so you're looking at the camera right through this apparatus. I'm sure you have that. I don't have that. I set my iPad up right beneath my camera, as high up as I can without it showing. And this way, when I'm looking at my iPad, it looks like I'm looking at the camera.
Yeah.
This way I have eye contact throughout. Advanced teleprompters are mirrored, like I said, and most have voice tracking. And this is what I use. I use this app called Prompt Smart Pro. Really easy to use. And they recently updated it, and their voice tracking is phenomenal. Before it wasn't so good. Now it is incredible. So what I mean by voice tracking is as I talk, it moves. So I don't have to manually move it or anything like that. It will listen to my words and match it up with the words on the teleprompter, and it'll keep it moving. And it works great.
It keeps the cadence.
It does.
Based on what you're doing, yeah.
YouTube Shorts is not something I've gotten into yet, although I plan on it. They're videos with duration under 1 minute. If you do that, you need to use the Shorts hashtag for YouTube to identify it and classify it as a short. And the difference between a short and a regular YouTube video is when you're recording a longer form YouTube video, you want to record horizontal. When you're recording a short or a video for Instagram or a video for TikTok, you want to record it vertically. It's how they display it, and it's going to be best displayed if you record it vertically. So if you're doing shorts and you want a teleprompter, a great teleprompter to use is this one called Video Teleprompter. It's an app, and it will put the teleprompter on the screen on your forward-facing screen to use a forward-facing camera, and this way you'll have the words right in front of you. The other thing I plan on using for my short videos is this Captions app. It adds dynamic captions. We've all seen on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube or on Facebook that as people are talking, it's not just words that are appearing. Words are kind of jumping out and flashing up and bolding. That's what this Captions app does. It uses a machine transcription, which you can fix when they get the words wrong, but it makes dynamic captions, and it looks really good.
And how do I'm going to have to check that out. I wonder if it works with music, songs.
Oh, it may. I don't know. But it's really an easy app to use. Tripods. You want a tripod. I like this gooseneck one where you can record horizontal or video or vertical video. Some come with a remote to start and stop recording. Otherwise, you can order it separately. It's super cheap. I use a remote like this one to start and stop my my video, so I don't have to walk back and forth to where my camera is. When I record my videos, I'm alone. I don't want anyone near me when I'm recording my videos. So I do it all myself. It takes me about 10 minutes to set up. It takes me 10 minutes to tear down. And then when I'm actually recording, I have this little remote in my hand, and it starts and stops the camera. A tripod for the teleprompter. You set it up. It's just an iPad teleprompter. This way I set it up right beneath the camera. And you want to set up your filming environment. Choose your location, office, clinic, room, outdoor setting. Set up in a lighting for a flattering look, minimize background noise, and set up the same way each time. I can't emphasize the importance of if you tear down, if you have a small office, if you're maybe an attorney and you have a small space in your office, I would set this up and I would keep it up. I'm in the process of looking to move my office to a larger space. And part of what I want to do is have a space where I can keep my stuff set up for a number of reasons. One, if I want a patient to give a video testimonial, I can just bring them into this room and it's all set up for them. But if you need to tear it down each time, set it up the same way each time. It's going to save you a major headache. You'll know exactly how to set it up. So editing. I recommend that everyone edits a video. I think it's important to understand how to edit a video. And I think it's important to understand what goes into editing a video, because otherwise you're not going to really know what you like. That said, I also advocate hiring an editor because I was editing my own videos and I was realizing I was giving up my entire Sunday to editing these videos. And although they work for me and they do great for me, if there was anything that was going to give, it was me editing my videos. So I got an editor. There are easy and in some cases free editing softwares. I use for a PC, I use Corel Video Studio. Mac or iPhone comes with iMovie, and you can actually edit your whole video on your iPhone. For opening and title, closing, or opening, title, or closing sequences, I think you should have the same for each video. If you have a professional editor, they can create it for you. Or you can use a site like Fiverr or Upwork. Just make sure that whatever music they use is royalty free and that you have the rights to use that music. You don't want YouTube to take down your opening because, or mute your opening because you don't have the rights to the music. Editing effects during editing can be engaging, but too many can be distracting. Like I said about the music and the video, and the same thing for photos. If you use stock photos, do not do a Google image search, please, please, please. Always make sure your photos are either owned, meaning you took them yourself, or licensed, meaning that you purchased them from a stock video site, or you use a stock video site that has free licensing for commercial use. My editor, her name is Julie. She's in the Philippines. If you're looking for a video editor, she's fantastic, and that's her URL there. Posting and marketing your video. Make sure SEO is not just for websites. Consider SEO with your video too. Title, description, hashtag, keywords, all these things make a difference. There's a question about how much keywords really matter. Doesn't matter. I still max out my keywords on my videos. Thumbnails, always create an engaging thumbnail. Don't take an image from the video. Don't take what YouTube will do is automatically take a screen. It'll find a screen image. Don't use that. Create your own or create a video. And my editor creates my thumbnails for me. You can use a site like Canva if you're so inclined to do it yourself. But it's to me, it's not my strength. It's not my love. So I outsource it. Captions. I don't know how many of you do it, but for me, I'll watch videos without sound. I'll be thumbing through Facebook or something, and I'll see a video, and I'll just read the captions. I don't even turn the sound on. So make sure that you do have captions. It's an SRT file, which is the caption file. And one that works really well. You can have it auto-generated by YouTube, but at least in medicine, there's going to be words that they don't understand, and it's hard to edit that. So if you need something external that's easy to use, it's Rev.com, and Rev.com is primarily machine transcribed, but there's a human who reviews it before posting it. Super cheap. And it gives you end up with a good caption file, and you can use it for transcripts too. Use chapters to break up your videos. I'm sure you've seen on the bottom of the YouTube video, kind of a line with different hashes, and it says, a title like introduction. It'll say, plantar fasciitis, or different things, treatment,
different time codes,
yeah,
timestamps.
So the way you put that in is just in your description. You put in the time. So always put in 00, colon 00 as introduction. And then I'll actually watch my video and I'll pick 4 or 5 different chapters. Engage with the comments until it's too unwieldy to do so. I used to respond to every comment. I get too many comments to do that now. But try to respond to comments as often as you can, and make sure that you post to social media. You can post the YouTube link and it'll appear there, but most social media sites like a direct upload, and will do better with a direct upload. There's what my videos look like. As you can see, it's a talking head video. Got my pictures up in their corner, and this down here, all these hashes are my chapters. So this chapter is currently what peripheral neuropathy may feel like, and this is the top of my video. Then I have my transcription. My transcription, I have not my transcription, my description. My description, I have actually created. I've trained ChatGPT to take the transcript of my video and condense it into a video description. So usually I use that. Always, if you use ChatGPT for anything, make sure you read it, because they will do funny things and lie sometimes. They'll make things up.
They make things up all the time.
Yeah.
That AI.
So then you have here, this is how you create your chapters. You can see that there are hyperlinks for all the timestamps, and then you have back here, you see all the timestamps on the bottom down here. And also the chapters underneath. Chapters do help the SEO for your videos. YouTube does like having chapters. Ways to optimize your video. There are 2 things that I use. One's called TubeBuddy. What I like about TubeBuddy more than anything is you can A/B test your thumbnails, and you can A/B test your titles. So there are times where I'll have a couple of different titles that I want to use, and I'll A/B test it, and then I'll keep the one that has the better test. Sometimes it comes out even, but usually the one wins over the other. Excuse me. So here's for A/B testing. So for this particular video, what can be mistaken for gout? My original title was 208% higher than the variation. So it stopped and kept my original title. In this case, what causes tingling in your feet, the variation was 40% higher than the original. So in this case, my original title was underperforming based on my my variant title. Oops. I just did.
Just booted yourself out.
I booted myself out. It's okay. I know how to fix that. So that, and you can A/B test your thumbnail too. I don't, because I don't make my thumbnails, and generally I think my thumbnails work pretty well for me. Oh, that's it, and that's the end of that's all we got.
Well, that was jam-packed, full of information for people. Andy, thank you so much. I mean, like, truly, that is his operation, and that is how he's driven his... How many subscribers do you have on your YouTube channel?
31,000.
31,000 subscribers, everybody.
But more importantly than that, people come in. New patients come in, and they come in because of my videos.
Yes.
If the choice is between you, who has videos, and someone else who doesn't, they're going to come to the person with videos every time.
Yep.
It really makes it made more of a difference than I ever thought it would. But the biggest thing, Tom, is consistency.
Yes.
try to, put up a video, make a commitment to doing it every week, record them all at once. We're recording this podcast in March. So if people say, let's say, I'm not going to focus on April, let's focus on May, get your systems together, start writing those scripts, and say every week in May, every Tuesday in May, I'm going to post a video. Record them all at some point the month before, edit them yourself, send it off to an editor. But really the important thing is to do it and do it consistently.
Yeah, you said yourself you were doing it every week, and then you got sick or something, and you couldn't do it one week, and you dropped. Like
I did.
But you're back.
Frustrating because you figure surely you can take a week off.
Right
now, honestly, I don't know if it was because of that or not. But the truth of the matter is, YouTube has done really well for me. Really, it's like I tell people like to read. Some people like to read, and some people like to be read too. And YouTube exists for people who like to be read too.
Yeah, for sure. And you're right. I mean, like that's the generation is all on YouTube now.
I just had a situation with my I got a new smoker, a new pellet smoker, and the nice thing about living in Texas is we can use it year round. So here's February, you're up there freezing, and I'm here in shorts barbecuing, and my igniter went out after the first time I used it. So they sent me a new one, and they sent me this guide on how to replace it. I wanted them to send me a person to replace it, like to actually do it for me. They sent me a guide. Something was missing. Yeah, the guide was missing a step. So we said, did we send you the video, the YouTube video? You sent me the YouTube video, and it was fixed in 15 minutes. I had it fixed. I mean, that's the power of YouTube. I didn't know how to change my windshield wipers on my car. I go to
Exactly.
YouTube, show how to do it. And that's what people are doing. People are looking for answers to their questions, and they're looking on YouTube. And that's why we don't just have to focus on our websites. We have our Google searches set with our websites. We need to be able to come up on YouTube too.
It's another channel that you need to be on.
Indeed.
All right, Andy. Well, thank you so much, buddy.
My pleasure.
All right, everybody.
If you have any questions, my email address is there. You're welcome to shoot me an email.
That's Schneider at tanglewoodfootspecialist.com for those of you that are listening. If you want to pick his brain about how he's doing his videos and subscribe to his channel. And you hang tight. Thanks, everybody. It's been It's been the Tom and Andy show. More than Andy show today, really. But fantastic stuff. Thank you so much, buddy.
My pleasure.